Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Is it time for creepy Andy Cohen to be cancelled after all of the drama that has gone on over the last several months? It seems some former Bravolibs have a very strong and passionate following. Therefore, they do not believe he should be on Bravo any longer. So what else are they saying and who are they supporting? Keep reading for more details. Andy Cohen has been in hot water with several Bravolibs over the last few years for different reasons. Bethany Frankel was once very appreciative of how much he and Bravo helped to launch her career. Then, she believed the stars of these hit reality shows should form unions so they could get unions. Her reality reckoning tour went against Andy, Bravo, and all involved. That RHLNY alum also recruited Lee McSweeney, who had grievances against Andy, as well, and cited him for doing cocaine with Bravolibs. He would then give them favorable edits because they partied together. Brandi Glanville, of RHOBH fame, accused Andy of sexual harassment. She has recently suggested that he would ask her to date the men he thought were cute. Yet he could not be with them as they were straight and he was not. One notable Bravolib he wanted Brandi to date was Southern Charm star, Austin Kroll. According to The Sun, she shared this. He also had FaceTimed her when he claimed he was going to be intimate with Kate Chaston. That was what Brandi deemed sexual harassment, and she has since released the footage. After all of this went down, Brandi's diehard followers had a lot of feelings. They were not happy with Andy Cohen and his behavior and did not hold back. To Brandi Glanville, she and Andy Cohen were never friends despite what fans seem to think. Though some may believe that they had this great relationship, she looked at him as a boss. Furthermore, she was scared to say no to his requests or demands because she wanted to keep working. She did book 2 RHUGT shows, Season 2 and the OG Season 4, which took place in Morocco. Sadly, it likely will never see the light of day as Brandi was accused of sexually harassing co-star Caroline Manzo. This has cost Brandi both money and her health. Do you agree that it is time for Andy to go, or should these housewives also take accountability? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Amanda has been a professional freelance writer for over a decade, holding both a BA and an MA. Her passions include animals, iced coffee, gnomes, summer, music, and Vanderpump Rules. Andy Cohen, the renowned television host, producer, and media personality, has long been a fixture in popular culture. Known primarily for his role as the executive producer and host of Bravo's late-night talk show Watch What Happens Live, Cohen has become synonymous with reality television. He is credited with being the driving force behind the Real Housewives franchise, one of the most successful and controversial reality TV series in history. However, as the cultural landscape shifts and conversations about accountability, representation, and ethics become more prevalent, some are beginning to question whether it's time for Cohen to be cancelled. The term cancelled has become a popular, albeit controversial, way to describe the act of withdrawing support for public figures after they are deemed to have engaged in behavior that is socially or morally unacceptable. The concept of cancel culture is divisive. Some argue that it holds individuals accountable, while others see it as a form of public shaming that often lacks due process or nuance. In the case of Andy Cohen, the question arises, has his behavior crossed a line, or is he simply the victim of an increasingly unforgiving public? Andy Cohen's appeal has always been rooted in his unfiltered, candid demeanor. His ability to ask bold questions and push boundaries has made him a beloved figure to many fans. On Watch What Happens Live, Cohen's interactions with celebrities often blur the line between playful banter and invasive prying. His charm lies in his ability to make his guests feel at ease while simultaneously extracting juicy, headline-worthy revelations. This balance, however, can be a double-edged sword. Over the years, Cohen has faced criticism for his handling of sensitive topics on his shows. Some argue that his approach can sometimes veer into the realm of the inappropriate or exploitative. For instance, Cohen has been accused of perpetuating negative stereotypes about women, particularly in the Real Housewives series, where he is often seen instigating or encouraging drama among the cast members. Critics say that his role in amplifying conflict for the sake of entertainment has contributed to a toxic culture both on and off the screen. One of the more recent criticisms leveled against Andy Cohen is the accusation of creepiness in his interactions with guests, particularly women. Some viewers have pointed out that Cohen's often flirtatious and sometimes intrusive questions can cross boundaries, making his guests uncomfortable. For example, Cohen has been known to ask celebrities about their sexual experiences, relationships, and personal lives in a manner that some find inappropriate. A notable instance occurred during an episode of Watch What Happens Live, where Cohen asked actress Lindsay Lohan about her past relationships in a way that many viewers found invasive. Lohan appeared visibly uncomfortable, leading to a wave of criticism on social media. This incident, among others, has sparked discussions about whether Cohen's behavior is indicative of a broader issue of misogyny and exploitation in the entertainment industry. The entertainment industry is undergoing a significant transformation. As movements like #MeToo and Time's Up continue to gain momentum, there is a growing demand for accountability from those in positions of power. Celebrities and media figures who were once untouchable are now being scrutinized for their past and present behavior. The shift toward greater awareness of issues like consent, respect, and representation has led to a reevaluation of what is considered acceptable conduct, both on and off screen. In this context, Andy Cohen's approach to entertainment is being questioned. What was once seen as edgy and bold is now being criticized as problematic and outdated. The creepiness accusations against Cohen are emblematic of a broader cultural shift that demands more sensitivity and respect from public figures. The line between playful banter and inappropriate behavior is becoming increasingly clear, and those who fail to adapt risk facing public backlash. Despite the criticisms, there are many who believe that canceling Andy Cohen is not the solution. Cancel culture, while effective in some cases, can also be reductive. It often fails to take into account the complexity of individuals and the potential for growth and change. Cohen's defenders argue that his contributions to television and pop culture are significant and that he should not be judged solely on a few controversial moments. Moreover, Cohen has shown a willingness to engage with his critics and address their concerns. He has apologized for some of his past behavior and has made efforts to be more mindful of the impact of his words and actions. In a world where public figures are often resistant to change, Cohen's openness to feedback is seen by some as a positive sign. The debate over whether Andy Cohen should be canceled is a reflection of the broader tension between accountability and forgiveness in our society. On one hand, it is essential to hold public figures accountable for their behavior, especially when it has the potential to harm others. On the other hand, there is a need for nuance and understanding in how we approach these conversations. Canceling someone entirely can sometimes prevent constructive dialogue and the possibility of growth. Instead of calling for Cohen's cancellation, some suggest that a better approach would be to encourage him to continue evolving. This could involve engaging in more meaningful discussions about the issues raised by his critics and making a concerted effort to avoid perpetuating harmful stereotypes or behaviors. Cohen's platform could be used to promote positive change in the industry, rather than contributing to its more toxic aspects. The question of whether it's time for creepy Andy Cohen to be canceled is not a straightforward one. It involves a complex interplay of cultural expectations, personal accountability, and the ever-evolving standards of the entertainment industry. While there is no denying that Cohen's behavior has, at times, crossed lines, the decision to cancel him entirely may not be the most productive solution. Instead, this moment can serve as an opportunity for reflection and growth, for Cohen and for the industry as a whole. By acknowledging past mistakes and committing to doing better in the future, Cohen has the potential to continue being a prominent and influential figure in the world of television, while also adapting to the changing cultural landscape. Whether or not the public chooses to cancel Andy Cohen, the conversations sparked by his actions will undoubtedly contribute to the ongoing dialogue about ethics and accountability in media.